Have you ever looked at your life and felt like something is missing? Not because you failed, but because you stopped halfway. You didn't quit loudly. You didn't give up completely. You just left things unfinished. Dreams half started, goals half chased, a life half carved. If that sounds familiar, this story is for you. Because once there was a man who learned why most people never finish their lives and how 30 days changed everything. Stay with me.
Welcome to Motivational Story Studio.
Mack was a sculptor. Not famous, not successful, just talented enough to know he could be more. His small studio was filled with stone blocks, faces without eyes, statues without hands, figures frozen halfway out of rock. Every piece had potential. None had completion. People would ask, "Why don't you finish any of them?" Mack always had an answer. "I'm still figuring it out. I'll come back to it. It's not ready yet." But the truth was deeper. Mack didn't fear starting. He feared finishing. Because finishing meant judgment. It meant seeing the final result. It meant finding out if he was truly good enough. So he stayed safe. In the middle. Inside, Mack felt like a failure. Every unfinished sculpture whispered, "You didn't complete me." His goal was simple. He wanted to be a real artist, someone respected, confident, proud of his work. But his fear was stronger. What if I finish, and it's still not enough? And the stakes were high. If he failed, he wouldn't just lose money. He would lose belief in himself. One evening, after another day of doing nothing meaningful, Mack walked past a public park. There, he saw an old sculptor working on a statue. The man was calm, focused, patient. Mack watched as the sculptor chipped away at the stone, slowly, carefully. After a long silence, Mack asked, "How do you know what to remove?" The old man smiled and said, "I don't rush to create the statue. I only remove what doesn't belong." Then he looked at Mack and asked, "How many of your sculptures are finished?" Mack looked down. "None." The sculptor nodded. "Then you're not afraid of failure. You're afraid of completion." Those words hit hard. The sculptor continued, "Most people don't ruin their lives. They abandon them halfway. They carve just enough to feel busy, but not enough to feel proud." Then he said something Mack would never forget. "For the next 30 days, choose one piece. One. Touch it every day. Not perfectly, not passionately, just consistently. Finish it, no matter how imperfect it is." The next morning, Mack chose the smallest sculpture in his studio. It wasn't exciting, it wasn't special, but it was possible. Day 1, 10 minutes. Day 2, 10 minutes. Some days felt boring. Some days felt pointless. On day 7, doubt came back. "This isn't good. I should start something better." But he remembered. Finish, don't escape. On day 15, something changed. The shape became clear. The form started to breathe. More importantly, Mack started to change. He felt discipline replacing fear, pride replacing guilt. On day 29, he placed the final cut. The sculpture was not perfect, but it was finished. And for the first time in years, Mack stood tall. He didn't just complete a statue. He completed a promise to himself. That one finished piece changed everything. Then came a second, then a third. Mack realized the truth. Your life feels half-carved because you keep stopping in the middle. Not because you lack talent, but because you lack completion. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a better plan. You need to finish one thing, just one, for the next 30 days. Touch it daily. even for 10 minutes, especially when it feels boring, because the middle is where most people quit, and finishing is where your confidence is built. Look at your life today. Choose one unfinished goal, one project, one promise you abandoned. Commit to it for 30 days. Finish it. And when you do, comment below what you completed. Like this video if it spoke to you. Share it with someone who keeps starting but never finishes. Remember this: stop carving halfway. Your life deserves to be complete.